Disclaimer: this video is just a work of fiction. It has nothing to do with Idol's real life, so don't take it seriously. This video has voiceovers. If you want, you can mute it. Wine was now standing in front of a tall building. It is not just a normal building, but building which belongs to the owner of the world's largest company in tech, known as JJK Enterprises. Wine, please God, this is my last chance to prove myself. Please make them choose me, Wine said while joining her hands and looking up at the sky, praying to God. Wine took a deep and kept the first step in her dream company and went to the receptionist. Hey, excuse me, I'm here for the interview. For the post of a secretary. Yes, ma'am, your name please? BY. Okay, ma'am, just take right turn from here. And wait outside that room for the interview. Wine smiled and went outside the room. Some were chatting, were practicing for the interview to keep themselves calm. Wine passed smiled to some like others also did. Right now, everyone was going for that interview as their names were being called. Wine was now getting nervous because she was left only, and finally she was called. She entered the room. She saw a couple of eyes were concentrated on her. She got nervous and tried to maintain her composure. Good morning, everyone. Bay Wine this side. In the center, CEO was sitting. They asked her multiple questions, and Wine tried her best to answer each of them with confidently. And finally, her interview ended, and now everyone was meeting outside the room. And a lady came out to announce the name of the person who was selected for the post of secretary. She was shocked and thanked God for the opportunity. One quickly came inside the house and hugged her mother from the behind. Mom, I got selected in my dream company finally. I'm so happy, she said while hugging her mother. And giggled around. Oh wow, well done my daughter. I'm so proud of you. Mom, I will go and tell dad. Go now. That finally I got selected. That's so good, my baby. I'm so happy for you, he said while patting her head. One passed him a smile and he went back to his work. As my daughter got selected today, so treat is on me. I will give you all the best dinner. Wine dad giggled. Wine dad, finally your mother is making something delicious after ages, he said to Wine. Wine mom, that I have never made something delicious for you. You old couple, now just stop fighting and focus on the food. It will get cold. Mom, when Unni will come? Baby, she is busy. I have not talked to her since morning. It's okay, I will go and talk to her right now after dinner and give her this good news. Yes, first have your dinner. Now finally, that's it. You really made food delicious today after a long time. Wine, stop taking your dad's side, so I won't make delicious food for you. Okay, mom, now I will eat and tell Oni. Wine entered into her room and opened her laptop, waiting for her sister to pick up the call. Hey, Wine, how's it doing? I'm doing good, Oni. How are you? Oni, no, today I got selected in the JJK Enterprises. Wow, my girl is grown up now. I'm so happy for you. Wine mom came inside and sat beside Wine to talk to Nia. Wine mom, Nia, how are you, my daughter? Nia, I'm good, mom. When will you come back? Mom, I will be with you in a week as I have important meetings here. Come soon, my daughter. Wine mom, okay, now you both sisters talk. I will go. Good night. Nia, okay, mom, bye. Good night. Wine mom went to her room. Now, Wine, you also go and sleep. It is very important day for you tomorrow. Wine, okay, bye, Unni. Wine lay down on the bed thinking what tomorrow will bring for her. She's so excited. In morning, Wine woke up early as today is her first day to work and she don't want to get late. She got ready and checked herself in the mirror. She was wearing a black pencil skirt with her top tucked properly in her skirt and a pair of transparent heels. Fine, perfect. She grabbed her purse, checked all the things, and went downstairs. I see my daughter is already set to go. Wine. Yes, mom, I will be going. Have a great day and do your best at work, her mother said while cheering her up. Wine. Bye, mama. Wine, mom. Bye. Wine entered into the building and went to the 10th floor at the CEO floor. She stepped out of the lift when she bumped into someone. She was going to fall, but he got her in his arms. She was just waiting till she the floor but opened her eyes when she didn't got hurt and saw a handsome guy. She was just staring at him until he broke the eye contact and made her stand still. Be careful while walking, miss. And what are you doing at this floor? He asked while raising his eyebrow. And Vine still didn't reply to him as she was just staring at him until he shook her. Excuse me, ma'am, are you listening? Huh? Oh, yeah, by the way, you are very handsome. Vine widened her eyes when she realized what she spoke. Jungkook looked at her and Vine saw his face and she recognized him as the CEO. She again got shocked by what she said to her boss. What her first impression will be on him. She just want to get disappear until a person called Jungkook. Sir, come, let's go. We are getting late for the meeting. Jungkook nodded his head and went. And you are the new secretary, right? I will send an employee to guide you. Ryan nodded to him and bowed her head. Ariana came. Ariana, good morning. You are Ryan, right? I will guide you with all the work as I was the old secretary here. Ryan made a O face. Ryan, thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Ariana. Ariana just passed her a beautiful smile. Ariana, and remember, sir needs his coffee on the time. Ryan, yes, I will make sure. Right now, she was waiting into cabin for Jungkook while going through his schedule. After his meeting, Jungkook came into the room in a blue suit, looking all handsome. Ryan, good morning, sir. Jungkook, morning. So you are my new secretary, right? And as Miss Ariana has made you understand all the rules and regulations, so Miss Ryan work properly. I don't need any complaint. Ryan nodded. Jungkook, now tell me my schedule for further. Ryan told him the schedule and was going out when she was stopped with his voice. Jungkook, be careful while walking, Miss Ryan, and with their words also. Ryan hid her face in her tab, being all embarrassed with his words, and walked. Ryan, I swear my flirting skills would definitely gonna make me any day. Time skip. Ryan returned home after being all exhausted. Ryan, mom, hey my daughter, how was your day today? Mom, it was good and tiring also. Just go and freshen up now and come for dinner. Okay, mom. She changed her clothes and came on the dining table. She was having her dinner peacefully when she saw her parents were talking through eyes. What do you both want to say? She said while still keeping her eyes on the food. Mom and dad, actually a marriage proposal came for you, he said. She looked up at him. Dad, you know I'm not ready for it right now. I have just started earning. Why and Dad, my daughter, it is for your own good only. Please agree for me. Wine didn't want to upset her parents, so she agreed for the marriage. Okay, Dad, as you say, I believe in you. Why no? I'm so happy to have you as my daughter. Why and Dad? They're coming to see you tomorrow. Why and Mom? Uni will be also there, right? Yes, I have told her she will be available next day at the office. Why? Sir, today I need to go little bit early, she said while keeping the coffee on the table. Jungkook. Why, Miss Wan? On second day of work only? He said while keeping his eyes on the file. Sir, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but family, it's okay, Miss Wyan. I grant you your wish as I have to go early today also, he said while buttoning up his coat. Wyan, thank you, sir. Wyan, with her family, was waiting at the restaurant. She was wearing a floral dress with a pair of earrings which were completing her look while Nia beside her. Nia. Don't be nervous, Wyan. Wyan, yes, only. The old couple entered the restaurant and they greeted each other. Wyan, Dad, where is he? Mr. John, he's coming. Actually, some important work came up. Jungkook entered inside the restaurant. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Everyone, actually, I got some important work. She looked up at the owner of Voice and saw her boss. Jungkook was shocked to see her there. Wyan, Dad. Wyan, this is Jungkook, and Jungkook, this is my daughter Wyan. And Nia. Jungkook looked at Wyan while their parents were discussing everything. She was looking down, playing with her fingers, being all nervous. While he was just staring at her. Wyan, Dad, so you both agree for the marriage? He said in a hopeful voice. I agree for this marriage, he said in a second. Hearing his reply, Wyan's breath hitched. Do you agree for this marriage, my daughter? Dad, I will do as you say. Jungkook, Dad, so let's consider this marriage final. Everyone, congratulations. Everyone started celebrating this event. Next day, she entered in the office and tried to make a conversation while Jungkook was busy doing his work. Why you agreed to marry me, Mr. John? She asked with a questioning gaze. Why you want to know the reason, Mrs. John? Wyan blushed at his statement. So we have just met yesterday and you agreed to marry me? Jungkook stood from his place and started walking near her. Wyan, so what are you doing? Jungkook held her by her waist. Jungkook, what I am doing? I am holding my wife. And why I agreed to marry you? Cause I like you. Wyan started hiccuping at his words. Wyan, what you like me? I like you. Now no more questions on this topic anymore, Miss Wyan, and get back to the work. We have to complete many important files. Wyan was shocked by how fast he changes his mood. While ago he was all flirty and now all workaholic. He kept a bunch of files in front of her. Hesitated a little by seeing the bunch of work, but she agreed and went to complete the work. He promise you will marry me, she said while showing her little finger. Little Jungkook connected his little finger with her. I promise I will marry you. But what if the guarantee won't break a promise? Little Jungkook gave her a bracelet from his wrist and gave it to little Wyan. I swear I won't break my promise, little girl. If you didn't come to me in future, I will come to you and show you this as proof. But you promised to marry me. Little Jungkook. Okay, Jungkook was just remembering this memory with that little girl to whom he promised to get married. And he agreed for this marriage because Wyan was the girl whom he promised. He smiled at her thought. Jungkook, finally I got you. Now I will never let you go get away from me, he said while looking at the wallpaper of that little girl. One fine day, Jungkook took wine out for the dinner. So what do you want to have? Whatever you feel like, just order it. Okay, fine. Then he ordered the food. By the way, you are looking very beautiful today. Wine blushed at his statement. Wine, thank you. Jungkook gaze went to her bracelet. Wine, do you remember who gave you this bracelet? No, I don't. No, cause this is not mine. It belongs to Mia only. Jungkook's smile faded at her words. The girl whom he promised to marry in childhood was not one with whom he thought his whole life. Jungkook was all silent during the dinner. She noticed it but didn't say anything. She thought maybe some work stress. Later, Jungkook drove Wine to her house. Next day, Wine came to the office. As she was confused by Jungkook's behavior yesterday, she was going to enter his office when she heard his conversation. Jungkook, now you can't back off from this marriage after all this, but Dad, Wine is not the girl who I wanted to marry. Wine's heart broke into pieces. Why? Cause Dad, I promised someone else to marry. Wine didn't have the strength to listen something else. She left from there. But his heart was saying something else. You don't want to let go of her. Will he realize it? Don't he love me? Was he faking his love? These were the thoughts just running into her mind. She thought JK don't need her, so she started maintaining a distance. After a few days after that encounter, while she didn't call Jungkook and maintained distance, Jungkook noticed changes in her behavior, but he just ignored it, thinking maybe she was busy. But today, Jungkook noticed Wine with another guy, and there was no ring into her finger. Miss Wine, I want you in my office right now, he said in a strict tone. Okay, sir. Wine entered the room, but there was no one. So you called me. Jungkook pulled Wine by her waist. Where is the engagement ring? She ignored his question. Say for what you called me here. I asked you question. And why were you standing so close to that guy? Don't forget you already belong to someone else. I don't deserve this ring. It belongs to put by you in someone else's hand. What do you mean? Like this bracelet belonged to someone else, I don't deserve to be in your life, she said with tears. You promised someone else to marry, right? Jungkook felt his heart clenching, seeing why in tears, and he realized he can't live without her. My love, whether I promised someone else, but I love you. Wine looked up at him. Don't lie. Look into my eyes, then say. Wine could see that he was not lying, he was serious. I love you and want to cherish you as my wife forever. She hugged him tightly. I love you too, she said while hugging him, and I want to marry you. Let's go. Let's get married right now. Come, he said